Hello, everybody. Welcome back to UKSG Autumn 2022. Yeah, okay, that's definitely the year.
Yep.
We are raising money for Crisis at the moment, and we are well into our Tails block. Wait. Is that Sonic that I see on the screen? This was a Tails block.
No,
This was a Tails block. Anyway, Huds is about to take it away with Sonic 3D in 2D. We'd just like to say a big thank you to ESA for supporting this marathon. Besides providing us with their channel for streaming, they are also sharing gear and technical assistance. Make sure you keep an eye on the channel because the Break the Record Live with Chenso Club is happening on the 8th of September, and that guy sat in that seat. Argic. And Paulister will be competing, so you don't want to miss that. 8th of September, be there. But be here now as well. Huds, so over to you.
Thank you very much, Ibby. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. As always, my name is Huds601. We are going to be running Sonic 3D in 2D. And sitting next to me is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll let him give you one anyway.
Hello, I'm Arg. I also played this game, and it's fun. I can't remember what I was going to say there. Yo, let's go to the run. That went well.
Before we get started, we've had too much Tails in this block, so I think we need to bring back the essence of Sonic.
Oh,
the
no.
blue blur. So, you may have seen this the last time around this, but I have with me the official Sonic the Hedgehog cologne.
Ooh.
So we are going to prepare ourselves. We're going to take on the essence of Sonic. And I won't do it in your face. Here we go. Ready?
No, excuse me. That actually smells not bad.
It's not too bad, is it?
Give me. Yeah. It doesn't work with a microphone on. You know, I feel fast.
I know, it works, right?
That doesn't actually smell too bad. That's actually quite good.
It's actually not too bad, right?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah,
bad.
it's all I can smell again, so, you know.
Well, you just scooched it, so yeah.
Right, let's get this thing underway. This is Sonic 3D in 2D. We will be going in 3, 2, 1, go. Straight away, skip the cutscene. We are starting off in Green Grove Act 1. Will I go through this level? Oh, do you want to explain what this game is?
So, Sonic 3D in 2D is a fan game that reimagines Sonic 3D Blast that was on the Mega Drive, but imagines it if it was squished into a 2D game, just like the classics Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles here. I believe Sotanuk is the developer of this one,
he is
and has made, and honestly, it's a phenomenal job, and it's done something that a lot of fan games generally tend to struggle with in Sonic games, and that's make the bosses hard. So you're going to see a lot of fun stuff. Speaking of the bosses, we're at the first one here, so 8-bit flashback immediately because we're going to see the one and only. Here comes Silver Sonic. Hey. But stealing all those Chaos Emeralds and sending them up to Dr. Eggman.
Now we have a particular strat for this boss. I'm going to try it. It's very tricky to get this one right, but we'll see. So I'm going to jump on him here, go to the middle, and then we can just bounce off him. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and that's the boss done. Nice.
Nice.
We're going to stay here to grab the Chaos Emeralds. It unlocks the screen, and there's the first checkpoint. I need to make sure I don't run through the checkpoints too fast, because the faster I go, the higher they go, the more time we lose.
Gotta go slow to go fast.
Indeed. We're going to skip the time bonus. One of the nice things of this game, we can skip time bonuses, and we're already into Act 2. So, unlike some of the other Sonic games, spin dashing in this, in fact, unlike 3D Blast itself, spin dashing in this is actually the fastest method. We do peel out at one particular time during this game, but for the most part, you're going to see me spin dashing. I'm going to jump, use the Insta Shield to break out of roll jump control lock so I can grab that spring and come up here. I'm going to jump off that, jump over, try and avoid this enemy, and then down through here. Now, a lot of these levels, although it's mostly the later ones, are built like labyrinths. They can be very tricky to navigate if you don't know where you're going. Thankfully, with Green Grove, it's mostly go right to win. Need to be a little bit careful and not to go too fast. Make it onto there, through the enemy, on the spring, and to the boss. And this one is the first real dangerous one. I've got to try and damage boost a little bit here. Oh, he's being an absolute pain. There's 3. Now, one of the things with this as well is that the iframes that Sonic has are very much shortened compared to the classic games. So in the classic games, you get about, I think, a second of
You get a lot. Like,
yeah.
Sotanuk was aware of how classic Sonic games are played and speedrun and was like, yeah, you're not getting as many iframes as you'd like. So you're getting these reimagined bosses, because that boss there was the boss from Green Grove 1, just in 2D. He still drops the spike ball, he still comes to pick it up, but it's on the 2D plane, so you can't dodge it, and it's not as easy. And then, that means our next level, Rusty Ruin.
And we got a Saturn soundtrack
We
for
get
this.
to have fun with that.
Oh.
It's a good tune. The Mega Drive is better. But that's just me. But it's like Huds was saying about a labyrinth of a stage. This is a labyrinth of a stage. Like, if you don't know that you're supposed to go down these areas, you've got no idea where you're supposed to go. Deliberately going left, right there to take out that thing, then going back to the right-hand side, because we get the momentum from the lovely dance here, and you're going to need to keep going across the water, use it to get through those 3 pillars, hit the button, and then go through the area. If you have that first wall is going to stop you from getting through, and you're going to have to fall down and take an alternative route, which is just slow, and we don't want any of that.
No, we do not. So yeah, the first time I ever played this game casually, I timed over on this level. That's how much of a labyrinth it can be. One of the things to look out for, there's little knuckle statues everywhere that's pointing in roughly the direction you want to go. That being said, it's not always the fastest route. It's just a direction to the end. So a lot of routing went into this one. And here's Fang.
Sup, Fang?
Hey. And he's got one of our Chaos Emeralds. We want that back.
Oh, not again. So he's going to laugh at us like he normally does. He's going to jump up onto the sides of the walls here, drop bombs, and then try and jump to the side to get some shots off. Huds is going to manipulate Fang here, just timing his jumps correctly, gets his insta-shield at the top there. That allows you to hit Fang at the top of the explosion there, keep this pattern going, and eventually the boss is down, and he'll give you the Chaos Emerald, and then away you go to the actual end of the level, which is just another signpost.
Nice.
But very nice, well done there.
Thank you.
So, question, next stage, shields are important, right?
Shields are very important in this game. So this game has a very unique mechanic in the fact that you can carry shields between levels. And what that means is that if, for example, in this level, we're going to pick up a fire shield. If I can carry it all the way through Spring Stadium and into Diamond Dust, there's a lot of time saved to be had. And in Spring Stadium 2 itself, it means I need to play absolutely perfectly. I'll be honest, it's pretty hard to do. But we'll give it a go anyway.
And we do have our backups if we need them, but we're going to see if we can keep these fire shields, because of course, just like the classic games, we have our fire shields as normal. So we have the fire shield with its horizontal fire dash protecting you from lava, the lightning shield with its double jump and magnetizing rings, and of course the bubble shield with the wow. And of course the wonderful bubble bounce as well as not drowning. But coming up to one of the hardest parts here, these springs are evil. Because if you don't know where to land on those springs, you are going to miss it. And Huds is deliberately trying to take the speed from the fire dash there. Going to be on an interesting cycle, playing it safe not to get bodied by the spinning balls on chains there. Gets past Vector the Croc, over the little pillar there. Down to get the speed shoes. Now it's a race against time. We want to carry the speed shoes here, because that allows us to run over these areas. We're going to go down into the hole here. If we can carry the speed shoot speed up to the top of this segment, we should be able to get over without having to worry too much. We're going to wait for that. Right. Yeah,
there he is.
Should still have enough though. Let's see if it matters.
Should be right.
Yeah,
nice.
Easy, nicely every time. Allows you to go over, because you need to keep the spinning there from the ballet dancing to get through that pillar at the end. And if you manage to fail that, you've basically got to try and do some annoying springs. But with the speed shoes, straight over. And now you get the boogie boss.
Hello, Sando 2 boss.
As Alis has been doing lately, this boss has been taking lessons from that lady on YouTube, like just telling you how to dance. Just, yeah.
Nice. Oh, and of course Alis would be dancing. It is her birthday after all.
Oh!
Happy birthday, Alis!
Oh, is that Alis dancing in the background again there? Just like...
Okay, so we carried the fire shield through. You'll see we start Spring Stadium 1 with it. It does help us a little bit, but it's Spring Stadium 2 that we really want it for. And that means getting through the boss of this one in a second, which we'll talk about when we get there.
Yep. Remember when I said hard bosses? One of the hardest coming up here, one of the most annoying ones. Spring Stadium, though, as the name suggests, it's filled with a lot of springs. The good news about this one, the color palette is a lot of red and white, unlike the 3D Blast version where it comes from. It doesn't look like the inside of a clown's pocket.
Thankfully not.
And we are going to just run with this invincibility. Really important not to hit that life if you don't have the fire shield, because you can spin dash off that. Another neat little trick here, you might notice, we're invincible, but we can still fire dash. So it's a really nice...
Oh, the timing on that is always so tricky.
Oh, the cycle there.
Okay, so there goes the fire shield, so don't worry about that.
That strat's now gone. We're going to have fun with the lightning shield later on.
Where am I?
That way.
That way. Well, yeah. Okay, it's fine. So we don't have the invincibility, so that'll be... That's...
Tiny iframes.
Tiny iframes. It's okay. We can get through this.
Yeah. So that is really unfortunate there. I'm going to grab the lightning shield here. This will be a backup to still allow us to get some double jumps through. Once again, make sure we don't get squished there. You're like, I'm going to stop there. Please don't.
That's fine.
Well, there goes the lightning shield. So that's all right.
I'd rather have the insta-shield for the boss.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Do not want to go in bonus stages. No. Bonus stages are time loss. But we're going to spring our way up to the top here. And as Huds mentioned, we won the insta-shield, so we don't want any elemental shields. We don't want any shields at all. As we come into Tails Doll.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Tails Doll.
So Tailstyle has 2 phases. The first phase, he's kind of, you know, happy-go-lucky kind of thing. We're going to hit him on his noggin just here. 3 hits. I'm moving back to the left half of the screen, so he comes back on the right side. 3rd one, and now he becomes evil. So I'm going to stand under this bumper here. He's going to come to the left and then try and sideswipe me. He's going to hit him on this. I need to be facing left, which manipulates him to stop there. Oh, yeah, I'm in the wrong position. That's okay. That's okay. So the great thing about it is if anything goes wrong, we can just re-manipulate him like this. Back to this side, jump out the way before he gets him. He's a little bit further than I expected. This is why this one's so tricky, and carrying a fire shield all the way through this boss is near impossible. In all the practice I've done, I've managed it once out of hundreds of runs.
Yeah, it's solid. But the times that we get is magnificent because of what the fire shield allows you to do. Yep. Basically, fire dash through a set of walls here. However, we do get to see some funky diamond dust action instead. Maybe we'll get to see the 3D blast shield.
Ooh.
Maybe. But of course, we got Spring Stadium 2 first. This is my favorite boss. I love it. It's great. But this one is just, they decided to put spring after spring after spring after spring on the floor. So you're trying to spin dash to go fast, but you've got to jump over certain objects. Otherwise, you're just going to get bounced backwards and forwards, and generally really annoying and frustrating.
One of the things you'll notice in this game as well is Sota's really packed it out with enemies everywhere. Every single place you go, there's going to be something there to get you, just like that.
Like that!
Yeah.
Well, it gives you the nice iframes to get through them, which was good. Question is, are we going to make the cycle? Let's find out. So speed shoes...
Ooh. Jump over.
Once again, going to allow us to get speed shoes here. We're going to use them to try and go as fast as we can on a specific cycle here. It might be tight now. We'll have to see what happens with it. But we got the lovely moving barrel, the barrel of doom.
Oh, yes.
But this time, it's not going to crush it. It's not going to be mean. And we got pseudo supersonic here, which means we got the speed shoes. We got the lightning shield. And we're trying to carry... Is it a lightning shield? What? No, we got the invincibility. I'm like lightning shielding it. I love my lightning
bodied
shield.
by every single bumper here.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm getting my shields mixed up. So we're both making mistakes.
Right. Okay, missed the 106, that's fine. We can still get the 1012.
Yeah.
So there's a barrel we're going to land on here. I'm just waiting for the 112 cycle. There it is. Land on this one.
This is spunky, because this barrel does not do what you want it to do.
Physics are weird.
But we're making it up. So we're heading off to the boss now. Invincibility, big spring. You've seen the end of Sonic 3 with big arms. Meet tiny arms. This is tiny arms. His arms are teety-totty. But they are deadly, because if they land on you, they will crush you, and it's a crush death. So when you hit the boss, you get knocked away, but you want to be knocked towards the side where the arms are not facing. That way you don't get crushed.
Oh, lovely RNG.
Lovely. Oh, wee baby arms there. I love them.
So yeah, with that he can do multiple attacks. He can either stop and drop down, he can fly all the way across and then sweep down, or he can just sweep straight down after you. If he sweeps down, you can get 1 hit, maybe 2. If he drops down, you can get 3, maybe 4. So we kind of want him to always drop down. We got it 3 times in a row, absolutely perfect. And here we are into Diamond Dust 1. And because we don't have the fire shield, I can't do a little shortcut here that saves about 10 seconds or so, but it's okay. Here's our mandatory snowboarding section. Hibby, take it away.
Caught me off guard. We have 2 donations that have come in. We've got CD Romatron with $15 saying, thanks for an amazing weekend, everyone. Great to see you all again. It was great to see you. We also have $6.02 from Huds601 saying, I'm so glad I get to celebrate my birthday with you all. Thanks for a great weekend, everyone. Wow, the plot thickens. Who is this? Who is this mysterious Huds602? Maybe we will never know. But thank you for the donations, everybody. Keep them coming in. We're near the end of the event, but we can get some more. We can definitely get some more. I think our next target, if we have a look at how we've done in previous events, is Summer 2020 from UKSG, which we raised $3,129. And hey, we are pretty close to that. So yeah, I think we can hit that, can't we?
Yeah, keep those donations coming in, everyone. Thank you all very, very much for supporting this and for supporting Crisis.
Yeah, please keep them coming. It's a lot of fun. It's amazing, and we can definitely break that goal.
Oh, we so can. We so can. Alright, so just working my way through. You see that Sota definitely has a bit of a thing for springs in this game. Even though we're in Diamond Dust, there's springs everywhere. We're going to go to the right here because we don't have the fire shield. We're going to grab ourselves the gold shield, which is a homing shield. Now, I need to try and keep this one for the boss. It makes the boss relatively trivial-ish. I mean, nothing in this game is trivial, I'll be honest.
Famous last words there. Alright, we're coming up to the boss now. We got the Egg Robo. It's coming out here. It's got its signature attacks here. It's got its laser. It's got some bombs. And the idea is we're just going to keep them stun locked. Hopefully getting these hits here before the bombs dropping out. And allows us just to stay on that hitbox. I do love the fact that it is basically Gamma and has the little jet booster as well, even though it is just a generic egg robo.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, that's a nice nod. I love that. And you're going to see some more Gamma later on today as well. In fact, I think it's the next run.
Oh, it is. Okay, so Diamond Dust 2, I'm going to be trading this Gold Shield shortly for a Lightning Shield. This one is absolutely critical that I keep it, because it saves up to 1.5 minutes in Volcano Valley 1. So, we will do our best. Again, I don't necessarily need the Gold Shield right now, but if we can keep hold of it, it does save a little bit of time here. Assuming I don't overshoot. Well, there we go.
Well, so the thing about keeping it is that the moment you get turned into ice, using the gimmick in this stage, you lose any shields that you have, unless it was the fire shield. The fire shield does protect you from being frozen. Funny that.
Right. So this lightning shield, it is unbelievably critical that I keep this now. If I lose it, I will probably reset the level.
Yes, because what we've got here is, one, a massive time save in the stage itself, but as Huds alluded to, Volcano Valley Act 1 has another massive shortcut, but can only be done if you have the lightning shield. So we're going to jump through. We're going to navigate our way back around the stage at the moment, because it looks like you want to keep running towards the right there, but this stage has enough of a descent on it that eventually you want to go left, down, left, down, left, down, right. And there we go, getting towards the end of the stage here. The boss is coming up, and we're going to have it dropping a bunch of snowmen on us.
Right, let's get 4 hits here. Then move out of his way. Jump over him. Oh, you absolute... Oh.
You absolute snowman.
Okay, so it's at this point, it's either redo the whole level from minute 21 or lose the minute 21 in the next level.
Yeah.
Like minute 30. We'll keep going at this point. It's such a difficult one. That's such unfortunate timing. It does occasionally happen, so
Tis what it is.
Tis what it is. We keep going.
As we're going in between levels, do you mind if we just read out a quick donation?
Go for it.
We have $10 from Pupta saying, as is tradition, sorry Hib, I'm actually going to pass this over to somebody from Wales. Tethys, take it away.
Oh, get on there, Tethys. Let's go.
Oh, hello. So that's my big moment, yeah? I can't let my people back home down. I need to make sure I got this in front of me. So what do we got? We got a, what's this, $10 donation from, who's that? Popita. $10 donation from Popita. Says, as a tradition, sorry Hib, but Hib's bailed out, left it to me. Chlanfair Prwch Gwyn Gil, go get a chwyn, dro Billion Tecilio, go go go.
Hey!
Absolutely phenomenal.
You
I'm
love
glad
to
that I
see
didn't
it.
have to do that. Thank you, Tethys, for bailing me out. Sorry, Popta, but yeah, that's great.
For those wondering what that is, Popter always donates with the name of that Welsh town and tries to get whoever's on the station to read it. I'm glad we had Tethys around this time to give the proper pronunciation.
Okay, so because we didn't have the lightning shield, I'm taking the normal route. I picked up a fire shield, and once again, because apparently I have an allergy to shields, I lost it right at the moment I needed it to do a bit of a skip.
Yo, you've inherited my skills.
It's always the way. But, we've accounted for this. So it's all fine. It's all fine. So almost at the boss arena. To kind of put it in perspective, if these enemies would stop going for me, please. Normally, if we had the lightning shield, what we do is come into here. We take Knuckles' route. And with some invincibility, it allows us to avoid some spikes and some lava. And we'd end up here in about 45 seconds. So you can see just how much time loss you get by losing that lightning shield, and there's no backup for it.
No.
On this bit, say hello to Metal Knuckles.
Hello.
So this is a bit of an auto-scroller, but it's one of those ones where if you outrun the lava, it catches up with you. So normally we'd use the lightning shield here to outrun this faster, and it saves on top of the minute or so about another 20 seconds. Because we have no lightning shield, we can't outrun it. The best we can do is a little bit of speedy strats here. Hit this spring, and it'll kind of bring it up a bit faster, but we're a little bit limited in terms of what we can do.
Yeah, see, now we're starting. This is where the lightning shield would come in handy with its double jump, allow you to get up and through. Then you do a really dodgy jump to try and get around this area, but you're like, just nah. Unfortunately, as Huds is saying there, trying to carry shields through this game, relatively hard at the best of times.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind trying to do it in a marathon setting when we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on and cologne that smells really, really strong.
It's really strong, isn't it? Okay.
So what was that spelling that?
So here's Metal Knuckles. I'm going to do intentional damage boosting. He's going to hit me down. I'm going to go 1, 2. He's going to come down. I'm going to move out his way, hit Metal Knuckles for 3, and he's going to spin dash off. And we're going to rinse and repeat. So we'd lose the lightning shield here anyway. This is completely normal. But yeah, it's about a minute and a half loss. But again, we've accounted for this in the estimate because it can happen. And unfortunately, there's no backup for it if it does. So we're going to peel out here just to get over that little bridge to the end. And we're coming up to Volcano Valley 2, and this is the only level we are going to see a glitch intentionally.
Love this. So this is also the only glitch that has intentionally been re-added back to the game. We're playing a nice version of the game created by Sotanuk again. Sotanuk wanted to patch this. Their words, every time this glitch happens, they lose a life. So they made a cheat code that is literally called Sotanuk loses lives because that happens. So when you're using the breakable walls there to get yourself stuck inside the wall, and of course the game's error detection is, yo, you ain't supposed to be in the wall. You need to get up as quickly as you can. It just pushes you up. So Huds is going to do the exact same one here, but this one is harder because there's no ground to line up on. But there you go.
Mid-air.
And that skips literally the entire stage. And you have the lightning shield that makes this boss that shoots fire at you trivial.
Yep. We cannot die at this point. There's nothing that can hurt us. We have a fire shield. We're immune to fire. We need 8 hits on the boss. The only thing you can do is time over here if you just don't do anything. But yeah, those two glitches combined, yeah, as Argic said, skip the entire level. It was originally patched out, and we pretty please begged Sota to put it back in. So begrudgingly he did for us. So yeah, you can run the game with a special command that re-enables that glitch. Which is great, because this level otherwise is about 3.5 minutes.
Yes, we are eternally grateful for that. Like, it is honestly wonderful when developers work with speedrunners to be like, okay, we can give you a version that adds the glitches in that you've been doing, or you have it where it's like, we will leave this glitch in, but change the way it's done so that casual players don't accidentally run into it. So having these options is wonderful. So Sodanuk, if you ever see this, you're watching, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now we go to the hard ones.
So, we said that this game at times can be like a labyrinth, and we're coming into Geiger 1 now, and this one is no exception. What's the real gimmick with Geiger, Argix?
So, Gene Gadget here, we really won the lightning shield. And I mean, we really won the lightning shield. Okay. Same thing as the last time. We want to keep a hold of the lightning shield, and we want to keep a hold of it as much as we can, especially for Act 2. The other gimmicks, though, that we're seeing in Act 1 here is we have these fans. We have all these little mice enemies that are running around the place. And if you go over the fan and you're not holding down when you come off it, you're going to take damage. But the other gimmick that we've got as well is we have a wonderful boss fight. But it's not just any boss fight. No, this is an RNG boss fight.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to have 3 of 5 potential bosses decide to spawn. All different versions of Metal Sonic. We'll speak to them when we get there, depending on which ones we actually get. But the ones that you get, as far as we are aware, there is no manipulation. It is always random all the time. Always. However, if you really want to make it consistent, you can activate the secret button that activates all 5. Don't do that. Not if you're trying to go fast.
No.
And of course, the other gimmick here that we can use is tubes. We love our tubes.
Tube.
Shout out to all the 8-bit games. It's not an 8-bit game unless there's tubes. But here we go. So coming up towards the last area here, you're going to have to specifically hold left to get through that one. Then we've got the certain directions that you want to go down on this one. So you're going to go along, you go down, you come across, you hold right, and then you go down and you go left. And that is the exact same 8-bit command that you use in the 8-bit games as well. So here's our bosses. Sonic 2's Metal Sonic Mark 1.
So that's intentional. I don't want the fire shield.
No, we want
insta shield.
We want insta. Who else is going to activate after hit number 6 here?
Okay,
it is 8-bit silver. This is fine. So each boss has 8 hits. The next boss is activated after 6. This boss can be destroyed in the same way as before if you can line up the pattern. Huds is trying to do this right here. Not quite managing it.
It's a smaller arena. It's much harder to do.
Yeah, we're trying to get that in there. We're trying to go through it. Oh wow, you're getting the.
Oh, that's perfect
really
RNG.
Good.
Perfect.
What's up, Mecha? How you doing? We love Mecha from Sonic 3. So
now I've got 2 of them.
Yeah,
there we go.
But there we go, that's good. So now you can hand us one by one. These robots do fight the exact same way that they do in their original counterparts most of the time. If you leave them a little bit too long, there will be some alternate attacks that you'll see. But Mecha, they are just doing what he normally does in Sonic 3, and there he goes.
There we go, nice.
And away we go. The other two that you're seeing there are, of course, Metal Sonic from Sonic CD, and I can't remember the name of the last one, but I believe it's from the comics.
Isn't it Silver Sonic Mark II?
I might be. I
Silver
can't
Mark
remember,
II.
but I believe it's from the comics.
Yeah.
But
That's the one you don't
that's
want.
The one you don't want.
You don't want.
He sucks. He sucks bad.
In every practice run, I got him.
No, I'm glad you didn't get him here because he's genuinely terrible.
Right, this level's been rerouted slightly. Shout out to Ben in Sweden who actually taught me this route.
All right,
So-
let's see how this goes out. So this will be new to me then, because I've only seen ever the old route, but we are still going to get the lightning shield because we need this.
Yep.
This is really, really important because in this stage, this is effectively now going to open up into the slope of rage. The slope of rage in the original game, of course, being a slope that if you land on it, you're going to fall down and it's really, really bad. To flatten it into 2D is just a giant like square area that has these buttons you need to press to deactivate those lightning fields. If you have a lightning shield, you don't need to deactivate the lightning field. You can just run right through it. We're going to see the lightning shield here used to great effect, hopefully. As we're going to run our way through. Again, it'll protect you from those grounds, which is nice. And then running our way around here. So this is a different route. I've not actually seen how this goes before. It looks like we're going to be setting up for a jump up here. The double jump through and round.
Nice.
Through the magnets. Nice.
So, by taking this route with the lightning shield, I can jump up here, just run straight under that. So this skips basically pretty much all the level. It also skips the second section of, traversing through that, essentially, and we're already at the boss as a result.
All right. So we get our boss fight, normally an auto-scroller on the original game. This time we can jump up with the lightning shield and manage to hit it. When he comes down like that, that's when you're supposed to hit him.
Ooh,
But
don't
Huds
be
has been very careful there, which is good. He's going to switch over to the other side now. Then this is more difficult because at the left-hand side, there's just a kill plane. If you fall down into that hole, you're dead. So we're going to aim for 2 hits, get our final 2 hits. Do not land on it because we want to keep a hold up.
Fine, no, it's alright.
There.
I got it back up.
Oh, you got it back up?
Yeah,
Cool.
I got it back up lightning shield, it's fine. So, the one thing that we should say is this was built in the Sonic Worlds engine, and the Sonic Worlds engine has a little bit of a quirk when it comes to physics, which is when Sonic interacts with an enemy and hits him, the way that Sonic comes off of him, like the rebound effect, is not always consistent. So that boss being on the left-hand side, I have occasionally hit him on the right, and it's thrown me to the left into the kill, in like the death pit, effectively. So you got to be very, very careful with it. I'd rather play it safe. In all
Definitely,
honesty.
makes sense. Right, Panic Puppet here. Final set of stages in the game. Really long, really maze-like, and you will get lost in time over on these stages because they just... You don't know... Oh, I know which one you're going for. Yeah.
Just missed time.
Back up lightning shield on those platforms there. So jump over. There's your lightning shield back up. Now we need to keep a hold of it because we don't want to lose it. You may also notice in this one there are flickies that are in little test tube capsules there, just like in the original game. However, you may notice that we're only bringing this up now. While this is a 2D version of Sonic 3D Blast, you don't have to save the flickies. There are no flickies that you need to go and no giant onion rings to jump into. Unless you're going to do the all emeralds. But that's... No.
Sorry, Sota. Don't like the special stages.
But this one here, big maze. We're going to be using the lightning shield effectively to try and skip some sections here. You're going to see a peel out come out. We're going to do a nice big double jump with the lightning shield to go over the top area here and just jump all the way up. You can see why we need the lightning shield. That is 4 massive jumps to get up this area that usually requires you to take a whole bunch of elevators to go around instead.
Hey, nice. So again, that's another route that Ben showed me, continuing all the way up through all 4 and skipping a little section. I need to spin dash out of this when it's at the bottom, otherwise I'm going to hit the spikes. So I'm just going to wait. There we go. 1, 2, and 3, and jump.
Yep, jump at the third enemy, guaranteed to land in that elevator every time. And then eventually we are going to go to... Ooh, we love this boss, don't we? Ooh.
Love is such a strong word.
It is.
Up there, this one. I always forget I need to go up that one. If I spin dash to the right, I exchange the lightning shield for a bubble shield. Very bad.
Oh, very bad, yeah.
Bubble shield nearly useless in this level.
Nearly useless in the game, unfortunately. Like, there's surprisingly, not surprisingly, but because it doesn't follow the tropes of the classic games, you don't really have a casino level, and you don't really have a water level, unfortunately.
No, not really. I mean, Giga 2 has a little bit of water in it.
A little bit.
Oh, so not Giga 2, Panic Puppet 2.
Rusty Ruin does as well.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, this boss fight is a boss fight that we all love. So, first phase here, if you've played... I saw that. If you've played Rocket Knight Adventures or Sparkstar, shoutouts to Draco Dan, this boss might make a little bit of sense. You're going to have the boss pop out 3 different things that are going to start electrifying and trying to shock you. Huds is going to manipulate it with tails, and then a little fourth one's going to pop out. You want to hit it, get 2 hits on there, 3 if you're lucky. And then Huds is just going to keep manipulating the boss, make sure flying over to the left. And this is Huds controlling both Sonic and Tails.
Nice.
You may notice there that Tails freezes when Sonic jumps off. That's because, well, Stodanuk is very nice and just doesn't have us have to control Tails at the same time.
Alright, 2 more on this one.
But this is, believe it or not, the easy part of the boss.
Nice.
Nice rebound, good safety
Now
recovery.
it gets hard. Here we go.
Okay, we want to see specific attacks here. Huds is going to do everything he can to manipulate this boss. The boss is now on the left-hand side, so we're going to see him move over to the right. This is fine because we still have the lightning shield. He needs to move away from that side straight away because if Eggman comes up and hits him, there's nothing he can do. Right now, okay, this is going to be launching of the drills there, which is fine. That should be a double hit, almost a triple.
Nearly.
We want to see
me
laser
laser.
from the top.
Give me laser.
From the top.
Nope.
Nope. This is going to fire more drills at us. He's going to fly up the top again. He might charge down. He has charged down. He might charge up again.
Oh,
he has.
Okay,
Okay, go for the hit.
Ah!
Now he's going to laser.
I bet he'll laser now.
Nope, he's
Oh,
not.
no,
Okay, because he was off to the left there. So it's going to be another fire of the drill. Not going to get a hit there. He should charge down.
No, laser.
No, but now he's
There's the
lasering.
laser.
There's
Ah!
the laser. So if you get the laser there with the lightning shield, when he's frozen in that position, you can double jump over and get the remaining hits. Unfortunately, without it, you cannot even hit the boss.
Oh, here we go.
And now we have fun, because now we don't have any rings, and there is no way...
Oh, come on!
He's just mocking you now.
He really is.
But yeah, once you get hit on this boss, you do not get the
go.
chance to recover your rings. He's going to come straight up. Don't do it.
He better not.
Don't.
There we
Okay,
go. That's
no,
fine.
he's fine,
Good.
yeah.
All right, 2
hits. 1 more to go, I believe. He's going to laser again.
Oh, come What's this orangey right now?
Right, we want
Come
that
down.
Side.
Come down.
That's,
Okay,
yeah,
right.
right.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
drill's good. Final hits.
Hey!
There we go. Yay!
Oh,
So yeah, ridiculous boss fight. You die at any point, you are back to phase 1 without a lightning shield, which makes phase 1 harder. And then, of course, you saw there, if you get hit once, you lose your shield. You get hit twice, you lose your rings with no chance to recover them at all.
not at all.
So it's effectively 3 strikes and you're out. And it's like, oh.
So for the very first time I played through this game, that boss took me, I think it was around about 1 hour and 20 minutes to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, casually, that boss
It's
is like,
just a nightmare.
It's a nightmare, but it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Speedrun, I still hate it.
Yeah.
There he
Knuckles.
is. There he is.
There's the boy on the...
Right, one of the best tracks in this, Panic Puppet 2, let's go.
Final stage of the game here. It's got the nuts. We love the nuts from Metropolis. Spin on the... Look at that. It has.
Shout outs to Nico Hart.
How'd you go? So we're going to grab the fire shield there. Those, of course, the nuts there, the way it works is the more momentum you have on it, the quicker it can rise up or down. So you want to spin dash for the first 2, then use the fire shield just as you land to lock onto it and then keep the movement there. What we're going to see in this stage is this has a lot of water on it, but we're going to hopefully have Huds do a very precise jump with the fire shield over the area. It's going to look really cool. It's going to be really swag.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be absolutely epic.
I really hope
So
I
we're
don't
going to go
miss
through
this.
and we're going to see how this goes. So down to the bottom here, we're going to run off these, use the fire shield, around the area. The water is there. We're waiting for the jump. Let's go for it. We're going to land on big jump over.
Hey! Let's go.
That skips a ridiculous...
And the 48 cycle.
Meaning the quick cycle as well. Skipping a ridiculous amount of the stage.
Oh, there's spikes right below me, by the way.
Yes. Want to
That's
keep
right.
hold of the shield if we can for the boss. It just makes the boss nice and easy on the second phase there.
It does.
Do not get that normal shield. Please do not. It's not good. Once again, running on the nut there. Round to the other side. Into our elevators. Before we finally go into this, you can see Angel Island in the background there. Nice little tidbit.
I've never noticed
You
that.
never noticed
No,
that?
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, it's flying in the background there. It's so cool. Inside there, here we want to go to the left-hand side because that's how it goes down. If you go to the right-hand side at a high speed, squish.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to come around now. We're going to go up a bunch of ramps here, taking us to the final boss, 3 phases. And then time comes up after the fade out on the final hit here. But we got our final boss.
Here we go.
Hebby, you should know this arena.
Should I?
I mean, the background looks kind of familiar.
Oh, yeah. It does a little. So I'm a little zoned out.
Squeeze through. Oh, nice. so hard to squeeze through these two when they're both going.
Yep, so phase 1 here, you want to just get the hits on each side here, and it takes away these squishies. Second phase here, we have the fire shield. It is literally free.
Yep.
I don't like that term, but literally, the fire cannot hurt you. Just make sure you time your bounces, you're good to go. 3 hits on each side, do it twice, and we go down to the bottom. The bottom one is interesting.
Yeah.
It likes to fire. It'll fire a number of bullets in a circular pattern around you. Normally, the bullets are supposed to be deflected by the shield.
Not always.
For some reason, this one doesn't want to do it, so we have to see how this is going to turn out. Final couple of hits on the boss here on the level. Let's see if we get some good patterns.
Right,
the left side is fine. It's the right side that trolls.
Okay, so 3 on the left. That's fine. We want at least 2 on each side.
Yes.
That's the idea.
Gets the jump too early. Gets the recovery.
Nice.
Very nice.
It's really hard to time as well.
And then go. Not too early. Oh,
got it. It's fine. It's fine.
But
Do you see what I mean? I had the shield.
But the shield.
Hey,
And there you go.
time is coming up on the fade out. And time.
Hey.
Woo! And that is Sonic 3D in 2D. Unbelievably good speedrun because it's actually what classic 2D Sonic speedrunners really crave, which is a challenge. An unbelievably difficult casual playthrough, though.
Yes,
and
it
one I
is.
would not recommend to anyone unless you truly hate yourself. Yeah, first off, Argig, thank you so much for commentating.
Thank you for
That was a
having
lot
me.
of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's great. I do need to get back on this game.
You do.
I've got too many games. I need to get back to this one.
Firstly, huge shout out to Hippie for hosting. Thank you very much. Viper for doing tech, and for everyone behind the scenes putting this whole thing together. Thank you all very much.
Thank
everyone here
you.
at UKSG, amazing to be back in person. Love to have you all here. Shout out as well to the friends that couldn't be with us today, especially Tej and Jimmy D, who unfortunately had dropped mouth, and we love you guys. Hopefully next time you'll be here with us. Sotanuk, thank you for making this game. I won't say it's amazing, but it's... thank you for making it. No, honestly, it's a wonderful fan game. It's definitely up there as one of the best
Yeah.
Sonic fan games
Top
that
tier
we
fan
made.
game.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Huge shout out to my mod team as well, who look after me and do so much that, you know, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of what I do without them behind the scenes. Ben and Sweden RPG, Xana, Mendez, Lakis, Hibby, and CBK, thank you all so much for everything that you do for me. Everyone in Club 601, I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. To my amazing wife, who's actually here today, who could not care less about any of this or my speedruns, but I love you so much and thank you for being here. And one final shout out as well to A-List for her birthday.
Okay, so if we've learned anything today, it's that this joke is being run into the ground, is what we're like.
We got to make the best of it while we can.
I know, we've only got 2 more runs left. I'm not going to do Hibby's job. He'll give me evil looks. So.
With that, I'm going to hand back to you before I come and take your seat.
Alrighty, yes, that is right. We have only 2 runs left. We have a Sonic Adventure Director's Cut All Stories Relay. I'm going to be taking, as you can see, he's up there, good old Knuckles. And yeah, we've got a great collection of runners. But before we head off into our intermission to get that ready, we had 3 donations come in. There were 2 $5 donations, one from Nanaki Emmy and one from Ted601.
Oh, no.
Nanaki said, love seeing Huds making a whole new category live. Who knew no shields % would be so fun?
Oh, not again. No more, please.
Ted601 is saying, meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah.
And then
follow my cat, by the way. He does have a Twitch channel, Ted601.
He's actually affiliated.
He is
as well.
affiliated on Twitch.
And then before we head off, we had a massive $200
Whoa!
donation
Let's go! Woo!
from Sixor with just a heart. It's a heart back to you, Sixor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sixor.
For that donation. And yeah, that has sent us beyond our next 2 goals. That was, we've sort of piggybacked, leapfrogged, whatever. We've gone over summer 2020 and spring 2021 for our UKSG totals. And our next one, it's a big push, but summer 2021, we hit 4,350. It's a lot to go, but who knows? We can make our way up there.
We believe in you, chat.
So we've got 2 more runs left, and we've still got some time. So keep those donations coming in, folks, and we will see you. And Huds will be in here. So yeah, do stick around.
Woo!
Was it something in my